Well, good morning, everyone. Today I am reviewing Sunset Tourist Park in Mount Isa. I've just done a quick navigation of this site. Well, actually, I have navigated all the pages in the site, and there's just a few aesthetic things I think would really help with your user experience, just for that ease of your guests or potential guests that are navigating your site, and we'll just begin to go through these. So landing on your site, I can see that it's really lovely, it's really clean, and it's really clear as well. So it's great. It's a great representation of what your offerings are, I believe, from just not knowing your business and from having a look online and navigating it just like a potential customer would. So really good hero shots here that just make their way through, which tell a great story. Edible community garden. You can see that obviously it's by a creek that you can be. So pictures do tell 1,000 words. The sites look like they're shady as well. And if we just keep navigating, you've got like concrete slabs there as well, which are on offer, which is fantastic. A pool. So you can just see just from these like hero images that are sliding through, pictures do really tell 1,000 words. So just when if everyone would like to learn what makes a great website, we can just see here that content in terms of images or video are really great, to not have to tell a story too much with words, because we probably all know in tourism businesses that people just tend not to read anymore. But also written content is very important for search engine optimization. So loved this straight look and feel of your site straight away when I came to it. When we scroll down, my suggestion is here, because you've got kind of a lot going on here with this text here. So what I would recommend is, because the upcoming events are there's quite a lot that's going on, and you seem to have this great calendar that you maintain that tells everybody what's happening. So I would actually have a dedicated section on your homepage about the upcoming events. Sorry, I keep scrolling. My cursor's very quick. So upcoming events, what I would do would be to move this down to its own section, probably below your accommodation options, and just have this nice section here that really just focuses on here this great, Aussie experience and what it is that you offer, which is fantastic. So when we scroll down, you can see you've got the accommodation option. So this is really important for any tourism business or any business whatsoever, that on their homepage, they have a summary of what their key products are or their key offerings are. So we can see straight away, I can understand you offer cabins, 2-bedroom villas, bungalows, units that are pet friendly, family unit, studio rooms, and powered sites and unpowered sites. There's quite a lot of space just under here, so I don't know how this is structured on your site. So if you could once again aesthetically make it all fit a little bit better, to not have that blank space when you scroll down, that would be fantastic, just for that aesthetic. And this is where you could pop in, like you'd even have the online bookings, but then you could have a really great section here for your upcoming events. Even with a feature of your Mount Isa Mines Rotary Rodeo, which I assume is what's coming up. I haven't quite read that, but yeah, we can see, okay, that links to an external link about Mount Isa Rodeo. It's great. All these link, pet Facebook, Instagram, and then the contact details you can see in the footer, except for the phone number. So I definitely would make this clickable. Obviously your email is clickable, but for those people, especially with your target market, I'm assuming the caravanners probably would like to get on the good old blower and ring and speak to someone about what the availability is, especially if they've got special requests and need a longer site, or they want to let you know that they've got a pet, is all right. A lot of people like to double check with that. So I definitely would make your phone number clickable. And also I would probably pop that up in the header up here too. Oh, you do have it up here. Perfect. So definitely make this down here clickable as well for people. We all know how annoying that is when you're on your mobile and you can't press that number to be able to make that call. So as we head through the site, I can notice too that there isn't what we call a parent page for all the children. So we think about, like, you offer accommodation, and the types of accommodation that you offer are these ones down here. So I would definitely make a summary accommodation page. So a parent, what we call a parent page for your accommodation page, and then have the links to all of these here. So you can do a little bit of summary about what type of accommodation that you offer, like a quite quick summary, and what your your service is like, etc. The best way to book, and then link to all these sites, all of these pages here. And then we go through and we look at facilities, a photo gallery, which is your Instagram page, which is perfect. So looking at this here, it links to, I really like this. I think this is a great idea. So any of these pages, any of these photos here will then link to your Instagram account, which is fantastic. So you can do a nice summary as well. That would help, like content, even just 1 or 2 sentences would be helpful. I've got local info as well. Once again, you could have a parent page that where people can go to click. So Mount Isa, about Mount Isa, things to do and see, and then your fantastic local events calendar. And then so on. So the other thing that I noticed too aesthetically, which may make it a little bit difficult for navigating, is that when you click on one of your sub-menu items, once it's clicked, it's obviously the default color, or the color is a dark brown. So I would definitely change that because you can't actually see where you are. So if I go to park map, you can see then once, like, that is missing there because it's obviously the text is dark brown when it's clicked. So you want to change that and just make sure you can make it yellow or some other color that is part of your branding. Online bookings leads to your RMS booking calendar here. So you've got that there. If there's any chance of embedding RMS as HTML with any of your pages, that would be really, really good too, just for that tracking, so that that, okay, what who's on this page, for etc. So when we go to this 1-bedroom cabin place here, so you really want to have a link to that booking as well. So you can see here that I haven't actually explored any of these accommodation pages, but there aren't any call to actions, and that's something that we don't want on our website, is a dead end. So this is what we would call is a dead end, or what I call is a dead end. So there's no call to actions like check availability or, make a booking or book now. So click below for pricing. So let's just go and see. So I'm wondering where I'm clicking below for pricing. Let's just try clicking. No, it just goes to the image. So there isn't any of that, or maybe that online bookings here is what you mean. So having these, having call to action that are specifically for that 1-bedroom cabin would be really helpful for your user journey. So when they're on this site, they've decided, okay, this is perfect for us. This is what we want to book. And we know that it's specifically a link will take us to that to help that purchase cycle. The other thing too that I noticed as well is that with your images, you can see when I hover over it, it just says cabin 3950. So this is something when we talk about that will also help with search engine optimization, is correctly naming your images. So cabin 3950 really doesn't tell us much other than it's cabin. So we can write Mount Isa accommodation. So correctly naming your images, that will help with search engine optimization, but also for that professionalism as well. So we want to make sure that our images are optimized. So when we say optimized, that they are at a correct size to use on the website, that they're not too big files, which I can't actually see that from here to see whether they are or not. They don't take a long time to load, and that they are named correctly. And the other thing too that we are missing on this website, which is missing pretty much on everybody's sites or so many websites, is having that having reviews that are scattered throughout your site. So I did see one review on my travels here around your website, but we really want to make sure that these reviews are scattered throughout the site. For example, one bedroom cabin, we have a review that we've picked that says that we stayed in the one bedroom cabin. It was clean, it was comfortable, and it was a really quiet park. We're really happy with our stay and we'll come back. So you can see how those strategically placed and picked reviews can be really helpful within that purchase cycle. And don't forget to name and date those reviews as well, and to keep them up to date too. So that's quite a long review. So I hope you enjoyed your review, Sunset Tourist Park. And yeah, let me know what you think.